All right, welcome back, guys, to session 3. So we are going to be talking about building vision in this session. And in my one-on-one self-improvement coaching, I have a very extensive system for this. We're just scratching the surface here, but it gets a point across, and you are going to get a practical application of how to build your vision. So you've harnessed the activation energy that we talked about in session 1. You started consuming consciously, right? Session 2. You should be starting to form an idea of the type of person you want to be. So inevitably, you're going to see people with values you want to emulate. You're going to see people who you want to be like, and make sure those align with your dean as well. But you need to know those values, and then you need to establish the plan that will allow you to execute those values, right? In line with the goals that you have. It is extremely hard to do this without a plan. Even as I'm saying it, you're probably like, "What do you mean, like, build values and execute those values as a goal? What is she saying?" Well, I use a special system for this reason, right? I use a system called the reinvention matrix, and this really helps people get to the core of what kind of person they want to be and how to get there. But I'm going to teach you guys a system that is a smaller system that'll still help you make awesome progress until you're able to figure out the whole thing. And you don't necessarily need a coach for this, but if you want to work with someone who's gonna aggregate the systems for you, make it happen a lot faster, and take out the time and mental energy in figuring things out, obviously, I'm here for you guys. So let's move on. So that was vision. That was all about vision. This was supposed to be the vision slide. So value, bucket, action, execution. This is a system that is going to help you take a value and turn it into your reinvention, your reinvented self. So, value is basically you need to identify what you want to be more of or better at. It's gonna be I want to be more honest. I want to be more I want to be more present in my relationships with my family. I want to be wealthier. I want to be more disciplined. Whatever the value is, what do you want to be more of or better at? The bucket is where do you want to apply that value? So, do you want to apply it in your relationship? Do you want to apply it at work? Do you want to apply it to your business? Do you want to apply it to your relationship with Allah? Do you want to apply it to your health? Where do you want to apply it? The action is what is one thing you can do to build that value under that bucket. And then execution is just performing the action. So here's an example of how to put this into how to apply this to real life. So let's say the value you want to build is trust. In the bucket you want to build it in is your relationship, your spouse, your marriage. One action you can do to help build that value in that bucket is ask your spouse about one thing that made them feel valued today. And this doesn't have to be a monotonous robotic means, right? You don't have to literally go up to them and be like, "What is one thing that made you feel valued today?" You can be strategic about this. You can change it up, right? You can, "Hey, tell me about what happened today. Hey, what was something cool that happened today? Hey, did anything happen that, you really appreciated?" There are lots of different ways to go about this. Execution, do that for 30 days straight. I say this all the time. If you cannot do things for 30 days straight, you are going to have a very hard time succeeding in anything. The ability to maintain progress over a long period of time, despite the lack of motivation, is the key to success. So you need that. I have a YouTube video on this, by the way, if you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, where I go into more depth with this. It's something along like the test that you can do to see if you're going to succeed. Now, this system works, but most people find themselves failing at it, and then they just never start again because they're they're so demoralized, or they're so just feel so they feel so discouraged, right? That they just stop trying. The thing about this, right, is if you don't just get ahead of your self-improvement, and you're gonna end up waiting for something catastrophic to happen, because one of two things is gonna happen. Something catastrophic is three things actually. Number one, you either get on your self-improvement immediately without needing something to get you there, and then you're good. 2 is you wait for something catastrophic to happen. Something happens, you realize, "Oh, no, I need to get my stuff together," and now you can change it. Number 3 is you wait for something catastrophic to happen, and then it's too late, and you can't do what you need to do. The effects are already there. You don't wanna get to number 3. A lot of people find themselves in number 2. Very few people find themselves in number 1. I want more people in number 1. So we're going to go to the next session where we are going to start talking about reinvention, and I will see you guys there.